What's up, everybody? It's your boy AP Black. I'm back once again, baby. Hope you're having an amazing day. Hope you know that today is a great day for some peace, prosperity, and harmony. Hope you're receiving all three. Today we have another live for you guys, yo. Coming in hot. A little rainy day, a little rainy night live. I got a green smoothie here. I'm supposed to be sipping some tea or something like that. I don't know. But it's raining over here in Boston. What's the weather like over there where you guys are? Let me know. So let's get right into it because this is going to be another good one. Get some messages for you guys right now. Let's get some clarifications. If any questions, feel free to hit me up in the chat. Let me know what's going on. Talk to me about anything and everything. If you have any suggestions for videos, leave a comment. Take suggestions. If you have any donations you'd like to make, also feel free. The link to the Cash App is in the description, as well as we're on IG. Follow us on IG. That's in the description as well. Okay. So if you're here for some good vibes, then you came to the right place. Let's get a card. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Justice. The Moon card. And then the Four of Pentacles. So normally I'll toss out all 8 cards and then talk about the spread. Today I'm going to take it a little slower. Because for this one, I'm going to spend some time on it. I'm going to take my time. Get a little freaky with it. Okay, let me stop. I'm not going to be doing all that. Not going to be doing all that. So, first card out the deck was the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like that card is really telling for where a lot of people are right now financially. There's a lot of monitoring, I feel, for finances for some of you. And there's also probably a bit of reflection. But ultimately, the card of the Pentacles is a card of truth and expression. And some of you may be fearing consequences for expressing yourself. You may be going through some consequences of expressing yourself. And this card is really saying to be confident that if you express yourself, you won't worry about the consequences. You'll be safe and everything will be fine. If you look at the picture, the Queen really looks like she's in deep thought. She's like, should I say it? Should I let them know? Huh. So she's in a deep reflective state. She's not particularly entrepreneurial. She's more of an advisor, an encourager, an empowerer. So you may be in that energy right now. You may have some good empowerment to offer someone, or You may be on a Good Vibes Live to get some empowerment yourself. It's a possibility as well. In any case, she doesn't really see the benefits that exist in her life right now as her own. So anything that she benefits from, she's really trying to bless other people with, and she kind of feels like the needs of others are bigger than her own. So she'll spend her time and energy to see that nobody feels left behind or left out. Trust the forces that are with you, and you've been taken care of up to this point. So why would you expect that anything would change? But there are a lot of strong feelings and emotion right now. A lot. And I'm sensing as well that some of you may have um, issues with patience. Just because things aren't feeling so abundant or fruitful right now doesn't mean that the seed isn't growing. It doesn't mean that the roots aren't spreading underneath the soil. The sunlight is still penetrating the ground and providing to the seed. It's just a process, and it doesn't happen overnight. That's what I'm really getting from this Queen of Pentacles energy. I know that's a lot. That's a lot of a clarification or explanation, but this is a general reading, so there's a lot of energy to take in, to process, and to communicate. So if this resonates with you, you'll know. If it doesn't, just wait. Something might pop out. You are a pretty fair-minded person, and that's kind of clarified as to why this Queen of Pentacles doesn't want to make a harsh decision right now. They're kind of in a waiting mode, not necessarily a hermit mode, but a waiting mode to make a decision. That Justice card it's because you want to be fair about the decision. You want to include who needs to be included, exclude who hasn't earned the right to be included. It's not really a mindset of getting back at people for the sake of being angry at them. It's more so a justice of being able to offer love to people who's offering it to you, kindness to the people who are offering it to you, and not a particular rudeness or nastiness to the people who aren't offering it, but also understanding that the people who aren't offering you kindness don't necessarily deserve your kindness in the same way that someone does who is offering you it. So that's the energy of the Justice card explained. Um, Moral sensitivity, really. Having empathy and compassion is really what is needed right now. Um, Putting that energy towards your connections over any other feelings is really what's going to help things. And this is what I feel most people who are here right now or who will be, I feel like they know that. And that's why they're taking this time to rejuvenate and reflect. And the moon card after the Justice card it's kind of tying everything together. Like I said, this energy is fair-minded. It's, weighing your options. It's showing the love. And the moon card is kind of saying that you want to be able to listen to your intuition. And what better place to be to listen to your intuition than YKTV? Because you know the vibes. And rely on yourself right now. Um, Rely on yourself for security and support, as opposed to getting an explanation from someone else and relying on that. The Four of Coins is really telling you to pay attention to your responsibilities, uh, and not just your responsibilities, but how that affects others, and more more so about working together with the collective than to get something out of an arrangement. So it represents wealth and potential, and something supportive that is available. So chances are, if you focus on that, you'll change things a bit, because what we got after that was the King of Pentacles, and then the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and then the Death card. So where are we at now? Because after the energy moved towards this Four of Pentacles and kind of suggested that you pay attention to your responsibilities rather than um, what advantages your opportunities are bringing to you, then you kind of go into this King of Pentacles energy. And that's pretty cool, because it's saying to give yourself all the confidence you can right now. Almost as if you already know everything that you want is here, your goal is secured, everything that you could have imagined about the situation worked out in your favor. So now's really the time to make some affirmations, to affirm instead of doubt, instead of put things to the back burner because you're afraid to approach them. It probably serve you very well to do some affirmations in your morning or before you go to bed, and really encourage yourself to be more confident. Seems like what some are lacking right now. So make sure you build yourself up in a positive manner, all right? That Nine of Coins is basically saying to realize that you're free to create a secure world and lifestyle around yourself. Look for ways to share it with those who've helped you along the way. And a lot of times, if you lack confidence, if you lack the ability to do things, you kind of get out of this place of appreciation and giving. So, in this instance, it'd probably help you to realize that you do have the ability to really help. You have the ability to help create security and something that's satisfying, and you may have gotten out of a situation where you're free now. You may have some more time on your hands. I know a lot of people do, especially with coronavirus. So the Two of Pentacles is basically saying make a decision. There's a decision that needs to be made. It's also it's also a card about being coaxed into decisions. So if you feel like someone is trying to influence you to make a decision, it's probably best that you not allow yourself to be swayed. People do that quite often, and there are various ways to do that. Um, right now, it's really a tricky time to express yourself, to people because nobody knows about someone else's intentions. Um, and it's something that people have trouble with, uh, feeling as though they can trust people, um, only to realize later on that the people you've trusted the most have been the ones who've been talking behind your back. I know most people deal with situations like that. It's just what happens out here in the world these days, unfortunately. So be aware of those people who's trying to coax you into a predicament, into a situation where you're not making that decision. You've been influenced. You've been kind of swindled. You've been taken advantage of because you trust someone. Um, so be mindful of that. Uh, this card also says that don't try to be too definitive for the time being. Give yourself some time to sort things out, check in with your feelings, and the fact that this is right under the moon card is just purely in alignment. Uh, in saying that, you don't want to give off mixed messages and you don't want to give off mixed signals. You don't want to tell someone that you don't want to be around them right now because you feel like their energy is draining you when it's really just something that your best friend said and you've convinced yourself of that. So be mindful of that and move accordingly. Next up, we've got the Death card. So, Death card isn't about death, but it's about freeing yourself up. It's about letting yourself uh, deal with the things that serve you and not with the things that don't. Proceed to the future if that's where you want to be. Just make sure that it's a decision that you made on your own, that you weren't convinced to do, or don't go back to a past that you were convinced is not for you. Yeah, let's pull some more cards, get some more energy for you guys. It's a rainy night. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain. Mm. Huh. Okay. So we got a lot of things going on. Almost like the things are in the unseen right now. Like there's something working for you, towards you, with you, around you that you don't really see or understand. And because of that, you think it is working against you, or possibly that it is premature or immature. So you could be working with someone, or you could have some self doubts. There's a lot of energy here around that. But there's also a future or nearby time of enlightenment where you kind of have an aha moment. So, for those of you who are looking for that right now, it's coming. It's going to come to you in a way in which you don't expect. And it is going to come at a time when you least expect. But it's going to take some patience, temperance. Put that back in the deck for you, though, but it popped out. So, When it comes to when it comes to you right now, get ready. That's what I can really say. Get ready, get ready, get ready. You know the saying, get ready or stay ready. You don't have to get ready. That's what's required right now because there's an opportunity coming in that is, I would say, kind of substantial, but it's going to come in fast. It could possibly come in so fast that you miss it if you're not actually paying attention. It could possibly come in so fast that you think that it's too good to be true. Or that could be what this energy of immaturity I was picking up on before, of the feeling that this is a little premature. I'm getting that it's not premature, it is predestined. And there is definitely a desire to rush towards or push forward something coming towards you very quickly. Hey, what's up, Hot Head 764? How's it going? If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Make sure you hit the like button, share, and subscribe. But ultimately, if you have a question, I'm here for you. So, what's going on with your live life? Let me see. I'll pull a card for you. Give me a second. I pulled the Six of Pentacles. So it's not bad. But it's possible you have more than one option. And it's possible that you could be feeding the wrong connection if you do have more than one option. So if you have more than one option, you need to think of yourself as someone who can assist others in helping or finding their skills and talents. So I would say give to the connection that you feel you're needed in. So that's what's going on with your love life right now. Six of Pentacles. Give to the connection you feel you're needed in, whatever that may be. All right. Anything else? Just let me know. All right. So we had some more energy in this spread. There's the Magician card here as well. It's in this energy that's kind of in motion. I don't know if it's in motion right now or if it has been in the past. Either way, there is a sense of wow about it. There's a sense of like almost as if you knew this was coming but didn't know when it was coming. So there was an anxiety or anticipation about it. Yeah. So that's good. You need to think of yourself right now like you're anything that you can do to build yourself up and take yourself to the next level. Even if you have to tell yourself that you're a genius when your IQ is 1.7, whatever it may be, take that step towards building yourself up right now instead of breaking yourself down with negative thoughts and emotions, negative scenarios going on in your mind, whatever it may be. Kind of got to balance out the negative energy with an extremely positive energy in order to pull yourself up and pull yourself past that place and actually into the higher vibrational state. Good Vibes Live. I do these lives with the entire intention of helping people elevate past all the lower vibrational stuff and get into a better headspace, uh, just because it helps. And you're able to deal with your life and your stressful situations from a positive standpoint. So make sure that's what you're doing right now, encouraging yourself and telling yourself, you know what, I'm smart, even if you don't feel that way. Um, if you're feeling like you need to make some changes with your diet, you can tell yourself, well, I'm going to be this one day, or I am working towards being healthier, and then make those changes. So it's not just something that you can say and it'll happen because it's imagination. But if you say it enough, it'll inspire you to put the action behind it. So that's kind of where you're at right now. Next up in your energy, we have yes, okay, Hothead 7670, Hothead 767. All right, I hope that helps you. The Chariot. Look on the movements of change as full of promise and adventure. And I said that earlier. Things are changing right now. You want to, like, even with this death card, as I said, it's not death. It's not an ending necessarily. It could be a transition. Transition is a movement of change, but it is full of promise. It is full of adventure. If you were not in a connection before where you were happy and gratified and actually fulfilled, you can get that now. Now is the best time for that. So instead of thinking about it with the energy of, oh, I don't have what I used to have, you can think about things like, well, now I can get exactly what I desire. Energy flows like that. And if you continue to live in an energy that you've walked away from, it's not necessarily beneficial for you. You could put yourself in a state where you're not willing to accept something greater, or accept something that is actually for you, just because you're so busy being worried about something that's not. So, as I said to Hothead 767, 764 earlier, feed the connection that seems to need you. That's pretty good advice. But ultimately, that's really what you want to do in life as well. I know I'm like that. That's my energy. Just don't want that energy. He wants it, but you don't. Well, there you go. Made your choice. If there was some indecision before, well, now you know. If you're the connection that needs you right now, then give yourself some love, give yourself some energy. You can benefit from it. So the Hangman also showed up in you guys' energy. And that's really saying what is the most difficult to say. And a lot of times when you make a choice, or when you go through a transitional moment, or when you feel like there's some indecision or instability, or in an emotional situation, you could really feel like, well, I don't want to, I want to go back, or I want to leave, or I want to go back, and it can be really hot and cold. But then what you do is you put someone else in the energy of having to question, like, well, okay, so if I'm 100% sure about this and they're not, but they're always leaving and coming back, clearly maybe this just isn't for anybody. This becomes one of those things where the energy is just so up in the air that it just doesn't benefit anyone. And in that case, the decision will be made regardless of whether or not you make it. That's just how the energy works. But Ultimately, you have to accept the consequences of your decisions and your ender and your indecision. Um, yes, he's working under black light, asking for us to be together. Working under black light? What the hell is that? What does that mean? Black light asking for you to be together. I don't know what that means. Witchcraft. He's working with witchcraft? Oh shit. I don't know about that. I don't know how that works. Um, yeah, if you don't want that, then don't take it. I mean, obviously, witchcraft is I don't know about witchcraft, so whoa. But I mean, it seems like you made the decision for yourself. Just stick with it. What's up, Jazzy J? Hope you're doing good. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you hit the like button or subscribe. Remember, if you have any questions, just leave it. Let's talk. No problem, hothead. Good luck with that, and protect yourself. Also, I'm not a witchcraft expert. Don't know shit about it, but I can tell you this: just protect yourself. Keep yourself out of that energy, and be happy. Now, ask, will H return to K? And the alphabet H is before K, so no. All right. So the Five of Wands also showed up here in the energy, and that's something that should be talked about. Also, there's definitely a desire to identify your passions and build. Right now, there is a lot going on. Whether that's in your life, there's indecisions, there's uh, transitions, and you really want to break, but you also don't want to just give up on the things that you desired. So if you do have things that you're very passionate about, it is probably best that you put your energy into those. If you like fashion design, um, it'd be a good idea to pursue that a little bit. Put your energy and time into that. Also, remember that there's a fine line between demonstrating that you're an exceptional person and making someone else feel like they're a loser. Um, Ask yourself who it benefits when there are fights or arguments. Um, that could be something within you as energies as well. Who benefits from the indecision? Who benefits from the lack of communication, the lack of clarity, the lack of feeding to the connection? Who benefits from it? It is a really deep question, because if two people are involved in a passionate relationship, there's not much fighting, there's not much arguing. It's a lot of communication. And a lot of people don't realize that these days. They think that communication is an argument, or communication is an argument, but it doesn't have to be an argument. People forget that sometimes, but Good Vibes Live is here to remind you, get your ish together. So after the Five of Wands, we have the Eight of Wands show up after. Yeah, this is a general reading. No, don't be sorry to ask. I'm here for the conversation, here to help. And if you have any questions, also just feel free to ask and get you some questions answered. But this is a general reading. It's for all signs. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, Jazzy J? So I'm getting that once you identify your passions and start to focus on those things, that you'll be able to have some success, and then that will give you a bit more confidence. So if you guys have been paying attention from the start, excuse me, have been paying attention from the start, it's basically a build up to giving yourself the momentum that needs that you need to push forward. So there you go. This is telling you over and over and over again. This is telling you over and over and over again. Find your passion. Take your time. Reflect on the things that didn't work. And in doing so, identify where you played a role, and then move forward with the energy of being able to better another situation from what you felt didn't quite work out about this one. Transfer and transmute that energy. So instead of going into a situation thinking that this won't work, go into this situation and be like, I'm going to put some really good energy into it and hope for the best. That's where you get the good vibes from. When you do things like that, you really provide the relationship confidence. You provide the connection confidence. You said, "May I ask what type of career would suit me?" That's an interesting question. It depends on what you like to do, really. Queen of Wands. You know what? You might like to make decisions for people or help people out. Does it sound like you? Sound like you, Jazzy J? So yeah, after that, the Queen of Wands popped out. So that's why I felt Jazzy J may like to help people. The last card in you all's energy was the World card. And this is again the same energy that has been popping up over and over again, telling you over and over again that you'll be successful. That's really what it is. You may not feel that right now, but it's going to come. It's just going to take some time. And it's going to take some time because maybe you lack the confidence right now. The way that you get there is through giving it to yourself. Positive affirmations, being able to be honest with how you feel about the connection, move forward and transition from that energy, and continue to show yourself love. Hugely important, and it's really going to push you forward into a very satisfying life. So I kind of just want to keep keep this going a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards for some more energy. So turn this into a love reading. So the first part, I guess, was a singles reading. That's what we'll call it. I'll call it a singles reading for the first part. And now this is the couple section of the reading. So for those of you in connections right now, I'm going to switch things up and start reading your person's energy. Remember, if there are things that resonate with you, that's good. If there are things that don't, that's okay too. All right, let's get into the reading. Hey, Hothead, are you still in here? You still in the chat? Jazzy J, how about you? You still in the chat? Guess not. That's cool. Okay, so whoever this is for, you may have someone in your life right now. Ooh, okay. So let's read their energy. There's someone that you care about deeply. You care about their communication. You love talking to them. You love how you feel that the relationship is transformative. So that's awesome. This person is very much you guys have a lot of similar energies. So if this is someone who you are in love with, it's possible that they share that same connection with you. Appreciate you. They're letting go right now, though. They're letting go of their past. And they're accepting that things are changing in a huge way right now. They seem to have more patience around the connection, and they also seem to have more of a optimistic or optimism about the connection as well. So they may not have moved on, or quite possibly don't know that the relationship is over. I feel like uh, that could be a thing as well, and that's not funny, but it's not funny either. Excuse me. I have a sense of humor. Okay. It's also possible that they could be feeling pretty restricted right now. Even if they thought they let go of the limitations, it's that there's still a little bit of something inexplicable that's blocking them, and it could be a number of things really. they're allowing themselves to grow and transform. Not necessarily feeling rejected, but feeling released, and that's a healthy form of rejection, I guess. It's a way of looking at it. A lot of good things pop up in there on their side of the energy. They're I want to say they're not in a transition right now. They're in kind of a launch. They've they've transitioned already, and now they're kind of in the stage of that first push off. You know, they did all the work. The transition was in doing the work. It was in preparing for the marathon, preparing for the race. And then right now they're in the energy of well, they're lined up with all the other racers. They've gotten into their little running stance and they've got their head down, waiting for the gun to go boom and they can take off. So it's part of where they're at. But it's not the full story. It is really just a part. Because they got some more stuff going on here. I've got some heavy energy in the form of wanting to give up. They really got to persevere. So, whoever you're dealing with, if you may have let them go, you may have let them go at a really crappy time for them. They may be in a place where they're not receiving much energetically from connections, possible other relationships. I'm getting that some may be dealing with codependency issues. Your person is certainly growing, though. That's just where we're at in the energy. They're focused on the long run. They're looking past this month. They're looking past next year. They're looking past. They're really looking to, I guess, level up, take themselves out of whatever they're going through, and never be in that scenario or situation again. And I'm getting that their overall energy says that this is in their benefit because afterwards the strength card and the fool card pop up. So they're going to be super successful pretty soon. Well, probably not pretty soon, but in the long run, for sure. They probably excel at communication, which is what helps them. However, they're in a premature state of building wealth. So there are some struggles there. So that's how it's looking on my end. If you guys have anything that you'd like to know, feel free to pop something in the chat and I can give you guys some advice, answer some questions, and we can keep going on with this reading as well. Just wanted to give you guys an opportunity to chime in, get some good vibes. So, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take up all the cards from your energy and your person's energy and then kind of spread them over the overall energy to see how things are going to go. Excuse me. Okay. So right now, it's a time for focus for both of you all. If you're single, you're already focused. You've already put yourself in that energy. Hey, Jazzy J, did you hear me answer your question? Oh, okay. All right. So the Knight of Swords. That was in your person's energy. This Five of Wands was in your energy. And this Knight of Pentacles was in your person's energy. And that's kind of interesting, to say the least. That the energy that was pulled from those cards kind of talked about exactly what the Five of Wands talks about in your energy, which is almost working together and communicating passions is really what I'm getting off of this. Communicating what you're passionate about, because your connection is premature. And it's not premature to say that it's uh, bad or immature. It's just saying that it's new, it's newly formed. So I'm getting the feeling that you're in a space where you may have let go of someone because of the relationship not necessarily working out. However, the energy is really saying that it's kind of what's supposed to happen. It could be this is someone that you haven't known for a long time. It could be that this is someone that you haven't spent a lot of time around as well. That's a possibility. So you may be putting your energy into the connection and feeling like it doesn't get you anywhere, but then not communicating that. So it's almost like you're working against the connection. It's working against the overall energy. Queen of Swords, Ace of Wands. Back to communication. Really, the opportunity that's coming in imminently is an opportunity for communication. If it's someone that you haven't seen, no contact, you may run into them at the mall or see them somewhere or eventually, get a text out of the blue. That's what this is really saying about that. And the overall is that there's going to be something worth celebrating, whether that's now or in the future. There's going to be a connection or there's going to be a reconnection that is, yeah, Jenna, taking questions right now. I'm going to wrap this up and then I'll take some questions from you. I'm doing great. I appreciate you for joining. Thanks for checking out the live. So, the Four of Wands is really just saying that things are going to be okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate that so much. And that's it for that portion of the live. This is just it's saying that you're going to put some energy towards yourself right now. Focus on building yourself. Use your positive affirmations. Um, Stay away from things you're indecisive about for now, but communicate that you just need some space. Don't end connections when you aren't sure if that is an energy that you want to be out of completely. Because then you look indecisive and then the connection will end just because the other person isn't probably going to care anymore. So good luck with that if that's what you're going through. And I'm taking some questions. Let's get it. Hey, what's up, Jenny G? How's it going? If you're here and you got any questions, I'm here. Liked and subscribed. I appreciate that. That is great. Do I have a time frame for you and Caleb and when you will reconcile? You're a Virgo, he's a Libra. Okay, let's get it. You want me to pull some cards or you just want me to tell you a timeline? Because I can do that either way. And then I got you, Jenny G. Okay. So let's get some energy and let's get some clarification around the timeline for Jenna and Caleb. She's a Virgo, he's a Libra. We want answers, and we want them now. We're not waiting. Ooh. Thank you. Come again. Star card. Five of Swords, Two of Swords, the Sun. Okay. So, Jenna, I appreciate you. Oh, you trust me. That's great. Well, I appreciate your trust in me. Let's get to the vibes, though. Because this star card is saying something right now. And it's really saying something that you're probably not going to want to hear. Yeah. It's saying right now your time is probably better served spending it on yourself and reflection. And there's a reason for that. Because this Five of Wands popped out. Five of Wands. This Five of Swords popped out. And the Five of Swords is really challenging pessimism of others. And that's kind of what it's saying, Jenna. Right now, it's possible he's in a very indecisive state. If it's not you or him, somebody is. Yeah. And and that's okay. He's probably not okay, but the Sun card is kind of alluding that things will be okay. I'm gonna say that prepare yourself to be disappointed, though. If you definitely want him back, prepare yourself to be a little disappointed. That way, if he does come back, it's not. If he doesn't come back, it's not as disappointing. And if he does come back, it's yay. It's one of those things where it's the energies, the vibes are really just saying, if it's not you, he's kind of indecisive and pessimistic. And if he's in that energy, let him be, because when he gets out of it, things will be fine between you two, whether it's a conversation that you guys have. Um, but in the meantime, focus on yourself. Jenna, I'm just going to give you some AP's advice at this point. I would suggest that you take yourself out, enjoy your night, spend your time with some friends, get yourself in some good energy, and that will take you to a higher vibrational state than thinking about someone who's not putting much interest into you right now. And that'll help you. And boom, you're celebrating Halloween with some of your girlfriends this weekend. There you go. That's how you do it. All right. And Jenny G, you also asked a question. No problem. Appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you hit the like button too. I'm sure you already did though. What do you need to know about this time? All right. So Jenna, you asked what you need to know about this time. All right. This time. You okay?
It was the last bite of my burrito.
Did you drop your food?
No.
There's meat in it. Oh, God.
It wasn't in any other part of it, but I
That
was
sucks.
down at the last. I was like, what is this?
Oh, sorry about that. I was talking to someone just now. Okay. Jenny G. Always get our names confused. Jenna and Jenny. Okay. You guys friends? That's awesome. Okay. Best friends. Oh, that's great. So we got friends in the chat. That's why there's good vibes going on right now. Got the friends, got the homies in the live right now. So, all right, Jenny, you've got the Empress energy coming up after the Death card, and then the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. So we're going to start with the Empress. Empress is an interesting energy to start off with. It's pretty much saying to not be so hard on yourself. And I've, it's given me the energy that your positivity is kind of infectious. You're the type of person who knows that your influence is making things a bit um, favorable. I don't really, I hope you understand what I'm saying when I say that. Though it's almost as though the energy that you put into things makes situations better. So your optimism will uplift a lot of people. And it's really telling you to go with that right now because there's a transition coming up or something that you're going through that's particularly difficult. And it could be causing you to be indecisive. It could also be causing you to not take certain risk or look towards certain things that could be potentially beneficial for you. So you could be putting yourself in a energy of missing out on opportunities because of lack of confidence or a lack of understanding that this could potentially be something great for you. So make sure that you are focused right now on moving on from things that don't serve you and moving towards things that do, honoring the connections and the people and places who have helped you out, and having some fun. Yes, it is. I cried last night. You cried last night? That's good. Honestly, crying is a form of release. So if things are difficult right now, a cry is what you need. That death card is saying that was it's probably good for you to stay away from people and drama. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Sometimes it just be like that. This is the time for it. This is a Scorpio season too, so whew, that's your goal. Well, that's a good one right there. Is everything okay? You cried though. Always here for you. That's right. Well, you got a good friend, so that's good. She shared a good live with you. She helped you out. It's good to have friends like that. You know. You meditated and had nightmares after. Hmm. It's interesting. It's possible. Let me see. Yeah, you have something coming towards you. There's an opportunity. Knight of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Just make sure, like you said, you're doing the things you got to do, moving away from from the negative towards the positive, keeping your energy grounded. Hopefully, you're hanging out with Jenna this weekend. You guys going to a party? Mm, feel it lifting right now. That's good. That's good. I kind of wanted to. I thought about that Seven of Swords that popped up. It's saying stay focused and disciplined. So yeah, I thought about that. Oh, you're far from each other. That sucks. It's nothing like being a distance from friend. I'm in graduate school in NY. Jenna's school's in California. Whoa, you guys are far from each other right now. Jenna, you're in New York. Where you go to school at in New York? If you don't mind me asking. I live in Boston. And you definitely got to stay focused right now, especially if you're in school. Hell yeah. Where do you go to school, Jenny? Meet someday. That's cool. So you're gonna meet Jenny someday, or are you talking about meeting me? Still best friends. Used to go to Lemoyne College in Syracuse. School remotely at Barry University. Wow. Okay. That's awesome. Richard Slauson. Is that a person? Oh. Oh, it's a school. That's cool. Boston was one of your options. Which was school in Boston was an option for you? Was it BU? Oh shit. Whatever it was probably a dream school for you, huh? You wanted to go to BU or BC? Or Northeastern probably? I don't know. And Jenny G. What do you do as a trade? Are you learning something specific? Yeah. See? I knew it was BU. I used to work there actually. That's funny. Miami, because there's no snow. That's good. It's a good choice. So, what was coming towards me, anyways, that you said? Well, I didn't see what was really coming towards you. I did see that there was something coming towards you, but it requires your focus to actually be able to see what it is. You're gonna have to. You're definitely gonna have to stay disciplined right now. Uh, and whatever the circumstances are, that if things do get difficult, if you have a good discipline about yourself right now, you will be able to succeed. So you're trying to get your diploma. You was working at a young age to help your mom. Okay. So if that's what you're working towards right now, that Seven of Swords was really saying be focused and you'll have something to celebrate. It's that Three of Cups right there. Pretty much just saying, continue to put your energy towards your goals. Right now, you want your diploma and you're going to help your mom. And picture this as you, your mom, and Jenny celebrating. All right. Graphic arts or IT, spectacular. At the end of the day, whatever you focus on right now whatever you put your energy into, whatever you put your positive affirmations into right now, you're going to be able to benefit from it. And it looks like others around you are going to be able to benefit from it as well. So keep it up. Stay focused. And that's awesome, though. Graphic arts. I've always wanted to be like a freaking artist. I'm a musician. And if you see my house, I have paintings all over my house that I did because I convinced myself I'm going to be an artist. So it's amazing that you go to school for graphic arts. No problem. And I'm looking to get some of my paintings sent out as well. I have some of them printed. It's kind of been a long process towards getting my art out. My music is out though, so that is one thing that's for sure. But as far as my other artistry, my paintings are very personal, so I've never really put any of them out. Maybe I should. You love to sing, Jenny? Hell yeah. I'm a singer. That's perfect. I love to sing too. And you love to cook? Oh, hold on now. So you love to sing too, Jenna? Look at us. Look, that's awesome. Jenny is such a catch. Stop playing. I bet she is. She's over here singing and cooking. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about that. And she's artistic. Nah, come on. You got to accept it at this point. If Jenna's saying it, I know it's true. I know it. There you go. She said the food is good. She is not playing around. Jenny, you got to get better at taking those compliments, yo. Here's what I want you to work on. For the next time someone says you're great at something, because they surely will very soon, just say, thank you. I appreciate it. And then stop right there. That's the whole challenge. Okay? And then come on to another live if I'm on live, or drop a comment in the video, right? And tell me how it went. When someone complimented you and you just said, thank you, I appreciate it. I want to know how difficult it was for you to just say that and then let that be the last thing that's said. Just want to hear the story. If you don't mind, I really appreciate that. I know. I was just messing with you, Jenny. Thank you. All right. So I appreciate you guys tuning in today. It was fun. It was a great reading. Some good questions and conversations on the Good Vibes Live. Because that's how it's supposed to be. So I appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys have a great day. And I hope you know that today was a great day for some peace, prosperity, and harmony. And I hope you're receiving all three. Peace. Have a great night, ladies.